this auspicious celebration of the 75th year of our independence. But before we begin with the program, I would request our chief guest, our president ma'am and our principal ma'am to please come and shower the petals on the portrait of our rector sir, late C.R. Gaspar. Of the petals on the portrait of our very own rector sir, late C.R. Gaspar. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I would request you all till our little participants are getting ready. This is the second half of the program. We are celebrating the 7th Independence Day. 76 years of independence has ushered in. We will enjoy this day with lots of songs, lot of dance, drama, and many more programs and events to come up. St. Augustine's Day School, Barrackpore, is celebrating this Independence Day on the theme of Nation First, Always First. The tiny ones are getting ready, so please bear with us for some time. I again welcome you all to the second half of the celebration, the cultural program to be put up by our students. Audience, as you can see, the stage is being set. The little ones are getting ready. They will be presented before us. A song. So audience, let us begin with the cultural program. Songs always play a vital role in bringing out the secrets of our soul. We are about to enjoy a medley of songs to be sung by the little singers of 2 and 3. The rhythm and the note will surely remind us all of the pride and being a citizen of a nation like India. Yes, audience, the stage is all set. Let us get ready to enjoy the musical rendition. Please bear with us. They are too small. They are trying their level best to cope up on stage. We can see them waving to their parents also. They are so happy. Yes, audience, We are building global citizens. Please bear with us. I think they are too young yet to understand the importance of independence. To them, playing the video games, to them, watching a bit of cartoon is independence for them, perhaps? Yes, they are all ready. So, let us all join in the musical rendition. Audience, please bear a little more with us. Students of only classes 1, 2 and 3 and study themselves to be the future citizens of our country. The tune is being set. The children are all ready. The little budding singers of our school. All dressed in white with the tricolor showing their pride in it. Minute instructions, it matters. They are too young. They are the little ones, so they need all of our support. So that was a hello from their side, audience. They are so eager to perform. This is the magic of the Independence Day. Good morning, hello. The little ones wishing all of us I can see few on stage very eager to sing. When they'll start singing, they are waiting for it. Plus performance. I think they are ready right now. So audience, enjoy.
চেঞ্জ তো করা যায়।
The salute by the little hands says it all. Yes, sure, it's फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. What a soulful rendition. They surely have marked the beginning. And I'm sure everyone had tapped their feet when they sang. Can we have a huge round of applause for them, please? Thank you. In the words of Poplar's Makartar, the soldier above all others prays for peace, for it is the soldier who must suffer and bear the deepest wounds and scars of war. To demonstrate the life of a soldier, I would now like to call upon students of classes 2 to 5 to present their group dance. He will be exhibiting before us the life of a soldier. The students of classes 1 to 5. The Tiny Talks audience again ready to celebrate this 76th Independence Day.
भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्तान हमारा है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्तान हमारा है। सदियों से भारत भूमि दुनिया की शान है, भारत माँ की रक्षा में जीवन कुर्बान है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे प्यारा गुलिस्तान हमारा है। पाते हैं चिट्ठी आती है मुझे जाती है कि घर कब आओगे कि घर कब आओगे लिखो कब आओगे कि तुम ये घर सोना सोना किसी दिलवाली ने किसी मतवाली ने हमें खत देखा है जो हमसे पूछा है किसी की सांसों में किसी की धड़कन में किसी की चूड़ी में किसी के कंगन में किसी के कचरे में किसी के कचरे में महकती सुगंध मचलती शामों में कि घर कब आओगे कि घर कब आओगे लिखो कब आओगे कि तुम बिन ये दिल सोना सोना है सदे से आते हमें तड़पाते चिट्ठी आती है मुझे जाती है घर कब आओगे कि घर कब आओगे लिखो कब आओगे कि तुम बिन ये दिल सोना सोना है कभी ममता की प्यार की गंगा की जो चिट्ठी आती है साथ बुलाती है मेरे दिल बचपन के खेल आंगन के गुस्साया आंचल का बुद्धि का काजल का बोलोनी हाथों में वो नरमी हाथों में वो चाहत आँखों में वो चिंता बातों में बिगड़ना ऊपर से मोहब्बत अंदर से करे वो देवी माँ यही हरकत में पूछे मेरी माँ कि घर कब आओगे कि घर कब आओगे लिखो कब आओगे कि तुम बिना आंगन सोना सोना है
और यूनिट चला जंग का ऐलान हो चुका है दुश्मन देश की तरफ से कभी भी गोलीबारी शुरू हो सकती सारी बटालियन अपनी पोजीशन पर पहुंचे आई रिपीट सारी बटालियन अपनी अपनी पोजीशन पर पहुंचे दुश्मन देश की तरफ से कभी भी हमला हो सकता है सारी बटालियन तैयार लगता है दुश्मन देश हम पर हावी होता जा रहा है सब पीछे हटो विक्रम सिंह अपनी पोजीशन पर वापस आओ विक्रम सिंह ध्यान से लाना तुम राष्ट्रीय पोजीशन है पिताजी के स्टेशन और मेरा मुझे कहना हुआ मेजर करम राजवीर सिंह कवर मार दोगे
हासिनी सुमधुर भाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम्
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, says it all. That was indeed a heart-touching performance, which made us all realize it's nation first, always first, above all our personal commitments. Now it's time for a musical drama to be presented by the children of classes 4 and 5. Motherland is our sentiment, our emotion, our priority and our love. Bharat Bhumi Jaan Se Pyara Hai. The musical drama now to be put up is solely on our love and our tribute to our Bharat Bhumi. So, let us welcome on stage the budding dramatists of the school presenting before us a musical drama.
চেঞ্জ করলে আমাকে বললি আছে চেঞ্জ করে
एक समय था जब भारत देश सबसे विकासपूर्ण देश था और इसे सोने की चिड़िया कहा जाता था।
जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा, वो भारत देश है मेरा, वो भारत देश है मेरा। जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा, वो भारत देश है मेरा, वो भारत देश है मेरा। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे बड़ा गुलिस्तान हमारा है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे बड़ा गुलिस्तान हमारा है। सदियों से भारत भूमि दुनिया की शान है, भारत माँ की रक्षा में जीवन कुर्बान है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे बड़ा गुलिस्तान हमारा है। सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है।
कई बलिदानों के बाद हमें आज़ादी तो मिल गई। अब देखना यह है कि हम अपने देश की रक्षा किस प्रकार करते हैं, इस आधुनिक समय में कैसे अपने देश को बचाते हैं।
That was mesmerizing indeed. We are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Let me remind you, audience, we are honored Mr. Devadipto Chakraborty. Now, we will take this felicitation. Mr. Devadipto being a professional and career servant. He joined the Indian Administrative Service in 1976. During his long career, spanning 38 years, he has held a number of senior posts covering general, regulatory and development sectors. He has a wide experience of working with community-based organizations, national youth organizations, and non-governmental organizations, and also non-profit organizations. His association with South Eastern Railway State Association. He was appointed the State Commissioner Scouts in 1995 and a part of the team organizing the Centenary Special National Jamboree in 2007 at Kolkata. He became the State Chief Commissioner West Bengal in 2016. Currently, apart from the Bharat Scouts and Guides, which is his passion and priority, he is with NGOs and corporates, which are his profession. I would like to welcome you, sir, and we are really honored to have you among us. To honor him, I would like to request our principal ma'am and our chief guest to be on stage. Felicitating our chief guest with the scarf presented to him. Can we have a huge round of applause, audience? That's really an honor. Principal ma'am will now be honoring our guest with a small token. Thank you, ma'am. That was really an honor. Please, audience, stay with us. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Sir, I'm sorry, I want to call you back on stage again. Yes, sir, without your speech, this program will really be incomplete. Please welcome sir on stage with a round of applause. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for the nice words about me. I didn't know I possessed all this. Very good. I think it's still morning, it's not afternoon yet. And my heartfelt greetings to everyone around. Distinguished principal, teachers, Roy, faculty, who now look somewhat finally on, and he's following his birthday. Parents and my dear children. While I was following this distinguished actor here, apologically that in the beginning there were a few glitches, quote unquote, things were not moving as first. Let me assure her that I was thoroughly enjoying this. Two reasons. There was a management expert called Mr. Markey. He propounded one law which said, if anything can go wrong, it will go. So it's one of those inevitable things that has happened. And my experience has been that whenever programs have been smooth, there must be something wrong with it. Programs just cannot run so smooth as one expects them to. And one important thing she said, that the students here, the boys and girls here, the children here, are little too young to fully comprehend independence. I entirely agree with her, but to very well understand, appreciate and suffer the pain and anguish of dependence and parental control. They will not understand independence, but the controls they will certainly resist. That they immediately understand. And it was very appropriate in today's context, the theme that we are celebrating today, that 76th year of our independence, 76th year of our independence, we have completed 75 years of independence. If we really look back, one important thing is that I don't find anybody who might have been born before 15th August 1947 here. So we don't have anyone who has really gone through that pain and anguish and the pain of being under a different rule, colonial rule. And in Indian context in particular, although 75 years have passed since independence, some pangs of independence struggle, the situation and the circumstances in which we got our independence still linger, still hang on, and the memories still remain quite poignant, particularly among some people who suffered during the process. I am referring to the partition which followed which was almost the same time, a little before the independence was granted, and it was absolutely traumatic. There are very few countries perhaps who have got their independence in such circumstances towards the end. Maybe I can compare it with some of the countries in Russia and in Eastern Europe who got independence in the 1990s after a great deal of struggle. That probably would be close competition. So independence is something which is a very hollow and very sacred thing. It's a very sacred obligation. It's a very sacred duty. Today we are very proud and privileged to walk free under the sun. But we will be failing in our duty and in our obligation if we forget those who made it possible for us. In Kohima, there is a little plaque and it's written, when you go back home and say of us, tell them, forget tomorrow we gave our today. Although the context was slightly different. It was to commemorate the sacrifice of the Indian soldiers who were serving the British Army and fighting the Japanese. But the spirit is very, very telling and very, very poignant that they gave their today for our tomorrow. Udham Singh was once a great revolutionary and a martyr. He was advised that you have been given capital punishment. Please send a mercy to the Britishers, saying that this was my youthful lunch and all these things. He said, for a young man, there can't be a greater honor than being hanged at the hands of the rulers for his struggle for independence. There is nothing more independence, and if the youth does not spend his or her time for thinking of the independence for the country, then what he has? This was his very strong words and strong feelings he had. I will not go to that extent. All that I can say that if one looks back, Ministry of Culture, Government of India has published a book, a list of persons who were martyrs for the freedom struggle since 1857. And it is continuous effort. So far, they have enlisted close to 60,000 persons in different parts of India who laid down their lives. Now they laid down their lives, but it was the total family and the near and dear ones who entirely suffered. Just can't be caught in terms of those numbers. Incidentally, during 1971 Indo-Pak War, 4,000 Indian soldiers died in the intense operations. The Britishers hanged close to 500 persons for being part of the freedom struggle. And interestingly, the youngest person who were martyred was a boy of 12. His name is one Vedit Rao, and he was from Odisha. He was a boat boy. He used to fly boats on the Mahanadi River. In 1938, he refused to ferry a platoon of British army who were going to raid a village, and he was shot. Can you think that a boy of 12 understood what it means to be independent and what it means, how sacred it is to fight for one's independence, country's independence. So these are all shining and inspiring examples which we must bear in mind and salute. Without them, it would not be possible for us to walk in the sun, to talk of what we are talking of. And this particular place has a special significance. Barakpur has seen the oldest, not only Sepoy Mutiny, but even before that, there was a rising in the British Army for the inhuman treatment meted out to the Indians who were serving the British Army. And in 1824, there was the first sign of, you may call it rebellion, you may call it protest, whatever it is, it was there, and a couple of Sepoys were hanged for that. And in 1857 came the Sepoy Mutiny. As that was coming, I saw that people were working on the statue of Mangal Pandey right here. So this place has a special significance in the freedom struggle for India's independence over the years. So it's all the more significant that we are celebrating it here with so much enthusiasm, so much spontaneity, and a sense of appreciation and admiration for persons who made it possible. But now, having got political independence, there is a bigger challenge coming to us. That is being rising to the expectations, living up to the expectations at the cost of duty. Currently, there is a system of measuring the human freedom index. It's a 0 to 10 scale, with 10 being most perfect. Switzerland has the maximum ranking of 9.11. At ranked at number 1, which is supposed to have the maximum human freedom. Human freedom includes freedom of expression, freedom of speech, choice, freedom from injustice, freedom from exploitation, freedom from hunger, and all this. Unfortunately, India has to do a lot of catching up. India is at 190 out of 163 countries mapped. One may not entirely agree, but the perceptions of the comparative position is very clear that to translate the advantages and the privileges following political freedom, we need to do a lot of things to beef up our other kinds of freedom, to create an ambience in which the spirit of independence can be exercised in a responsible manner, in a consistent manner, and in full compliance with the laws of the land, with the constitution of the land, and the ideals and the principles of the land which are enshrined in the constitution, which really sets forth the pace, sets forth the objective for which we have gone for the republic, for setting up the country. Interestingly, it's not that all countries have been so-called enslaved or under colonial rule at some point of time or the other. Our two neighbors, Nepal and China, have never been colonized. They have not got their independence in the sense we have got. They might have been under monarchy, they might have been under the crown, but they were never under a foreign rule. So was Thailand, and there are several countries in Europe which have never seen addresses, quote unquote, dependent. Of course, the Britishers themselves have been colonized and they have never been dependent in that sense. And there are still a few countries who are technically not independent. The numbers are very small, limited, and they are mostly island states in the Pacific. And the population, the maximum population is less than 1,010,000. But nevertheless, they are yet to be technically and in the political sense independent. The people are still have to follow the rules set by the so-called colonial people which govern them. I say this to highlight that political independence is important, but political independence is not an aim in itself. Political opportunities created by political independence need to be converted into economic opportunities for the well-being of the people and to realize the goal for which the nation is there, for which we have sacrificed so much for setting up an independent India. That must be clearly understood and respected. The present generation may not be able to relate to political independence in that sense of the term, but I'm sure they understand, as I said, the pain and anguish of not being able to follow one's own choices and be hamstrung by external circumstances for exercising or realizing his full potential. This must be overcome. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance against all the everything that affects independence. I am not talking of being rebellious, I am only talking of being protest, of having spirit of protest against anything which is unjust, which is unequal, and to ensure that the rights which are enshrined can be fully exercised, that there is a that can be exercised. So we need to be vigilant all the time. We can't afford to have the luxury of thoughts without going through the painful process of thinking. We cannot borrow time to have our own road. It has been a great was interacting with the very enthusiastic, eager and committed children and the faculty who have done everything possible for success of this program. And more importantly, this is not a program which is an end in itself. It is just a medium to inculcate the sense of duty, the sense of pride in one's country. Ours is a great country. We must do everything possible to see that we protect and preserve its diversity, its unity in diversity, its spirit of enterprise and its spirit of culture, the spirit of harmony and the spirit of everyone living together despite their differences in terms of cultural outlook, situations and all. We must be able to live together as a nation, progress as a nation, and we just can't afford to get split in terms of narrow choices, narrow thinking and narrow interests, thinking of our narrow interests only. Only then probably the sacrifice that our predecessors had made will be fully realized, we will be able to fully honor them and give them their dues. I thank you again everyone, and I am sure these institutions are just not seats of learning. They also create human beings, they make citizens. They produce citizens who are going to govern the country, to manage the country. And the fact that they have been groomed, right spirits being inculcated in them is always very encouraging. And I hope and I sincerely look forward to a situation where you can see the benefits of such grooming being visible, being felt, and not only that, this is articulated in the way we manage our own affairs. I thank you again for giving me the honor of being here and being part of this very interesting, very enjoyable, and as I say, that's not a program in itself. This spirit that is in body. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your feelings with us regarding this auspicious day. Thousands laid down their lives so that our country breathed this day. To pay tribute to their sacrifices and celebrate the feeling of patriotism, I would like to call on stage the students of classes 6 to 9 and 11 to present their medley performance. Tujhe Salam. That was an excellent performance, which definitely evoked the feeling of pride and patriotism in all of us. In the words of the Beacon of Bengal, Mashtaka Shunjo Sen expressed, "Death is knocking at my door. My mind is flying away towards eternity. At such a pleasant, at such a grave, at such a solemn moment, what shall I leave behind you? Only one thing, that is my dream. A golden dream, the dream of free India." So, to commemorate the feeling of courage and bravery against the British oppression and to pay homage to the Bengal tiger, I would like to call all the students to present the song Karar Oilo Kopat and create a beautiful collage with the poem remembering our very own Mashtaka.
সূর্যের মতো প্রখর দীপ্ত সূর্য সেন ঘন দুর্যোগে সূর্যের মতো জ্বলে ওঠেন। মুক্ত করিতে চট্টগ্রাম করেন চেষ্টা অবিশ্রাম, বিপ্লবী দল মহা উৎসাহের সাথে জোটেন। দলপতি হন মাস্টার দাদা সূর্য সেন। লুণ্ঠন করি অস্ত্রাগার, আসে রাইফেল রিভলভার, বলা আমার উপমহাবিশ্বাস স্বপ্ন নেই। মুক্তিযজ্ঞে ঝাঁপিয়ে পড়েন সূর্য সেন। স্বাধীন করিতে নিজের দেশ চেষ্টা তাহার করে আসে, পুরার সবল ট্রেন রক্তার পুরার ট্রেন। বিদ্রোহী সূর্য সেন বিদেশির এই অত্যাচার নাকি যেন হয় সহ্য, আর পেট্রোল দিয়ে সেনাদের ঘাড়ি পুড়িয়ে দেয়। দল দল নিয়ে পাহাড়ে চলেন সূর্য সেন। সে সংবাদ উড়িল পাহাড় জালালাবাদ, পুলিশের সাথে গুলি বিনিময় জোর নড়ে। যুদ্ধ চালান সন্ধ্যেবেলায় সূর্য সেন। চট্টগ্রামের সারা শহর পুলিশের থাকে করা নজর, চোখে ধুলো দিয়ে তবু একদিন সরে পড়ে। গ্রামে গিয়ে নিজ কাজ করে যান সূর্য সেন। বহুদিন বহু প্রচেষ্টায় পুলিশ একলা দৃঢ়তায় বিচারে তাদের ফাঁসির রজ্জু করে। হস্তকে বাঙালি সুযোগ সূর্য সেন।
enthusiasm in the audience speaks it all. Before moving on to the next performance, can we have a huge round of applause, please? Thank you. The outstanding performances definitely encouraged us never to get scared and raise our voices against injustice and oppression. Never to be scared to break the fetters that bind us. Moving on to our next performance, audience, it is of course a rhythmic movement of our body, a dance performance by the students of the middle and senior school. I would like to call on stage the performers who, through their graceful movements, will exhibit that we earned our freedom through years of struggle against British Raj. We will be reminded of our unsung heroes who fought for our country and the struggles and hardships they had to face to give us a free nation today. A dance performance, audience, by the students of middle and senior section. Please bear with us. The stage is being set.
रंग दे बसंती चोला माए रंग दे
इनकलाब जिंदाबाद इनकलाब जिंदाबाद इनकलाब जिंदाबाद
छूने गगन के छोर भारत में भरी उड़ान है अब आत्मनिर्भर भारत से पूर्ण आसमान है प्रगति और विकास का आनंदोत्सव है आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है ये महोत्सव है
That was mesmerizing indeed. Vande Mataram. Thank you, students, for the amazing performance that made us realize that we must never forget the sacrifices of so many lives behind our peaceful sleep of today. The evening school run by St. Augustine's Day School, Barrackpore, is the most commendable endeavor of the PTBA initiative. The children of this school are mostly the first generation learners and perfecting themselves in the various skills of life is like a dream come true for most of them. However, with a little help from the school, they have been able to cope up with the norms of the society and their dreams are surely coming true. Let us now witness how beautifully these children have equipped themselves. So let us sit back and enjoy our pretty flowers unfolding their petals in the form of a dance with their energetic jingling steps, music and mesmerizing actions. Audience, please welcome the girls, the students of our evening school with a huge round of applause.
নিঃশব্দ রাত্রে তার উপরে একজন নিঃসঙ্গ মানুষ অদূরে খালি মন্দিরের চূড়া মিথুন মূর্তিগুলি দেয়াল ছেড়ে লাফ দিয়ে উঠেছে আকাশে নীল মখমলে শুয়ে নক্ষত্রদের মধ্যে চলেছে নৈসর্গিক প্রেম আমি যে কোনো দিকে যেতে পারি অথচ আমার কোনো দিক নেই ভারতবর্ষের মানচিত্রের উপর দাঁড়িয়ে আমি পথ হারিয়ে ফেলেছিলাম সেই দিনটি মাঝে মাঝে এমন হয় আকাশ নিচে নেমে আসে গাছগুলি দুহাত বাড়িয়ে ডাকে এসো এসো বোঝা যায় পৃথিবী মানুষের জন্য নয় বস্তু বিশ্বের মধ্যে চলেছে গভীর দেয়া নেয়া বিদ্যুৎ শিখার মধ্যে রয়েছে গহন কোনো বাণী রোমাঞ্চিত হয়ে উঠেছে পায়ের তলার মাটি এইরকম সময়ে দিক ঠিক করা সহজ নয় আমি পা বাড়িয়ে থাকি কিন্তু কোন দিকে যাব জানি না ভারতবর্ষের মানচিত্রের উপর দাঁড়িয়ে আমি পথ হারিয়ে ফেলেছিলাম
ভরা, তাহার মাঝে আছে দেশের সকল দেশের সেরা। ও সে স্বপ্ন দিয়ে তৈরি সে দেশ, স্মৃতি দিয়ে ঘেরা। এমন দেশটি কোথাও খুঁজে পাবে না তুমি। ও সে সকল দেশের রানী, সে যে আমার জন্মভূমি, সে যে আমার জন্মভূমি। চন্দ্র, সূর্য, গ্রহ, তারা, কোথায় এমন উজ্জ্বল ধারা, কোথায় এমন খেলে তড়িৎ, এমন কালো মেঘে। তারা পাখির ডাকে ঘুমিয়ে পড়ে, পাখির ডাকে জাগে। তো স্নিগ্ধ নদী কাহার, কোথায় এমন ধূম্র পাহাড়, কোথায় এমন হরিণ ক্ষেত্র, আকাশ তলে মিশে ধানের উপর ঢেউ খেলে যায় বাতাস কাহার দেশে। পুষ্পে পুষ্পে ভরা সাথী, কুঞ্জে কুঞ্জে গাহে পাখি, গুঞ্জরিয়া আসে অলি, পুঞ্জে পুঞ্জে ধেয়ে। তারা ফুলের ওপর ঘুমিয়ে পড়ে, ফুলের মধুকে। ভাইয়ের মায়ের এত স্নেহ, কোথায় গেলে পাবে কেহ। ওমা তোমার চরণ দুটি বক্ষে আমার ধরি, আমার এই দেশেতেই জন্ম যেন, এই দেশেতেই।
Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav indeed it is. Proud are we to see these children opening their wings to take the sky. St. Augustine's Day School, Barakpur is surely proving that to us it is nation first, always first. To build a nation, dear audience, we need to build the citizens, and our children are our future. Our citizens who will keep the torch of our nation burning. Our school believes in building global citizens, and so we provide a platform for the all-round development of our students. To nurture all creativity of our students is our motto. On this auspicious day, we present before you all Panache, a collection of short stories written, edited, illustrated and designed by the students of our school. The journey of Panache was an exciting one. led by the ex-school captain, Sri Japal, as the editor-in-chief. Panache is the fruit of hard labor of all the departments involving the editors, illustrators, and the designers. I would now request our President Ma'am, Mrs. Janet Gaspar Chaudhary, to please come on stage and release Panache, flamboyance in every verse. We have our President Ma'am on stage and our very own Principal Ma'am. Panache, flamboyance in each verse being released by our President Ma'am. Thank you, President Ma'am. Thank you, Principal Ma'am. President Ma'am, I would now request you to please share a few words with us.
Good afternoon, everyone here. All the parents who have gathered to celebrate Independence Day with us. All the students, I don't know which class they are in and where they are, but I hope they can hear me. All the teachers, the staff, I wish all of you a very happy Independence Day. We have been watching this program all around freedom, martyrs, so many people who have given their lives so that we can enjoy freedom. But what we also need to appreciate is that this freedom that was won in 1947 has given us so many opportunities to learn and grow. The very fact that all of you are sitting here, parents, your children are performing. Years ago, more than 75 years ago, we would not have had this opportunity. We still know that in so many parts of India, even this is not possible, especially for the girl child, where the girl child is still kept at home and they are not given an education. And which is PTBA, that is proud to be Augustinian. And these children, they are not part of the regular school. They are part of our evening school. They come from the community and we help them. It's a free school where they are taught English, maths, computers, dancing, and you can see how well these girls have performed. And this is one of the essence of freedom. I would like to tell everyone that freedom is not some chief guest mentioned, this is not the end. Freedom is a journey. I would like to ask parents, আপনারা যখন ছোট ছিলেন, স্কুলে ছিলেন, আমি যখন স্কুলে ছিলাম, we would not have this kind of a program. এরকম অনুষ্ঠান হতো না। আজকে, when I was coming to the school, I saw that there were so many loudspeakers, so many freedom songs, all of these decorations. আজকে সবাই কি সুন্দর saffron, white, green আমরা জামা পরে এসেছি। When we were growing up, freedom celebration was not so strong. Today that awareness is there because it's a journey. It's a journey where we are evolving. আমাদের বাবা মা এরকম করতেন না। আমরা হয়তো যা পালন করেছি এখন আমাদের ছেলেদের তার চেয়ে বেশি পালন করবে। This is the journey. This is the evolution. And this is where I would like to make one message. there is a difference between literacy and education. Literacy is the ability to read and write. Shakharata. Literacy is the ability to read and write so that I can sign my name, so that I can talk. But education, shikha, education is the power to choose, the power to decide what is right and what is wrong. So all of you, whether you are a teacher, whether you are parents, whether you are children, we are not here to be literate. We are not here to learn how to read and write. We are here to gain knowledge, education. We are here so that we can choose right and wrong. We can ask questions. Is this right? Shall I follow it? Is this wrong? Shall I not follow it? That is freedom. The ability for us to give and empower our children so that they can choose what is right and what is wrong. That is education. And here I would like to end by sharing a quotation by Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. She has said, education is merely a means of earning a living or an instrument for acquisition of wealth. Education is not merely a means to earn a living or an instrument for the acquisition of wealth. Education is an initiation of life, of spirit, a training of the human soul in the pursuit of truth and the practice of virtue. So if our children can follow the truth, if our children can practice virtue, then that is education. That is shikha. That is the freedom that we as teachers and parents can give our children. So on this Independence Day, I would request all of you to pledge to teach your children to be free, to teach your children to think, to teach your children to ask questions and be free and do what we want them to do, let them do what they want to do. That is freedom. A big thank you to everyone who has put up this fantastic performance. You will be surprised to know that there were nearly 200 children who performed on the stage. Nearly 200 students who came up and performed. Hats off to our principal ma'am, our vice principal ma'am, to all the teachers backstage, whether even the staff, George Pochilo, everyone for putting up a fantastic show. Thank you to all parents once more for encouraging us. Apnara achen bole, amra egulo korte parchi. Thank you and happy Independence Day to all of you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your precious words. I would now like to call on stage our principal ma'am, Mrs. Chi Biswas, to give away the vote of thanks. I think it's now good afternoon. We started good morning and we have arrived good afternoon. So good afternoon to one and all present here. I'm honored to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of St. Augustine's Day School, Barrackpore. But before I propose the vote of thanks, I would like to read something. Again, students, I hope they can hear us. I would like to read something to close the day. to go through the passion which made the freedom fighters sacrifice their life. There is a very famous sentence which says, "Give me blood and I shall give you freedom." All of us, we are aware of this. We know who said this. This was said by Subhash Chandra Bose, Burma, Myanmar, July 1940. He was addressing the soldiers of the Indian National Army. I'll just read the last paragraph to understand the passion of these freedom fighters. He says, "It will be a fatal mistake for you to wish to leave and see India free simply because victory is now within reach." Because it is in 1944. So he says, victory is now within reach. Here should have the desire to lead to freedom. A long fight is still in front of us. We should have but one desire today, the desire to die so that India may live. The desire to face a martyr's death so that the path to freedom may be paved with a martyr's blood. Friends, comrades in the war of liberation, today I demand of you one thing above all. I demand of your blood. It is blood alone that can avenge the blood that the enemy has split. It is blood alone that can pay the price of freedom. Give me blood and I promise you freedom. This is what Netaji said to the Indian National Army. So we see the passion for freedom and we see the sacrifices. So without remembering the sacrifices, now coming back to the students, they learn the lessons that the freedom fighters have left behind. Our chief guest mentioned that children, and also President Ma'am mentioned, children should take a stand. They should be assertive, not aggressive. They should speak their mind whenever they feel something going wrong. They should have a dream. If they did not have a dream, a 22-year Bhagat Singh would not sacrifice his life. When we do not have a dream, we do not live anymore. And last but not least, again, I am summarizing, they should feel proud of their country. So, to end it all, now I will express my vote of thanks. I would like to express my vote to our chief guest, Mr. Devavidya Chakraborty. Sir came to our school on 15th of August. I again requested him, sir, kindly, he gave the last occasion we had, and then I requested him, sir, please come on 15th of August. He said, I will be there. So, he believes in the growth of the children, he believes in the passion of the children, so he decided to celebrate the 15th of August with us. I also thank President Ma'am because she took out time from our busy schedule to celebrate the 15th of August with us. Thanks to all of you parents for being here. If time is money, you have invested millions in school today. Thank you so much for being with us today and celebrating this 76th Independence Day. Without you, we are never complete. Thanks to all my teaching and non-teaching staff. They are the pillars of strength. If you see St. Augustine's activities, I hope you follow us in our Facebook and website. You will see that they are doing academics, they have all-round development. And this is only possible for my teaching and non-teaching staff. I would like to specially thank my Vice Principal, Mrs. Sweta Rai, my headmistresses and my CCA coordinators for putting up this program. Thank you so much. Jai Hind. We meet again. Independence Day celebration can never be concluded without paying homage to the nation. It is never complete. We all are ready to give our hearts out. But audience, our school always believes in standing apart. So we will surely show our respect, but this time in a different way. This Amrit Mahotsav will be dedicated to all the specially challenged citizens of the country. Remember, signs are to eyes what words are to ears. And it is the message behind the hands that make them beautiful. So, to dedicate our national anthem to the specially abled citizens, we have the tiny tots of our school on stage. As they prepare themselves, let me just tell you that they might not be perfect, but we should surely appreciate their initiative and hard work to think differently. Presenting before you all the national anthem in sign language. Audience, it will all be in gestures, no words, only music and signs to bring out the sentiment we have for our motherland. So audience, please do not sing. Just stand as you are standing to pay the tribute. I repeat, please do not sing the anthem. Please be seated. They have surely left us speechless and emotional. And I know most of you had goosebumps when they were presenting it so beautifully before us. With that audience, we come to the end of our program. Thank you for being a part of this auspicious day. Thank you so much.